welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the reoccurring charges that are associated with having a hair business. So before we get into this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. Well, actually, let me go ahead and give you guys a brief disclosure. I am sitting outside in my car, which is, typical for my videos, but I'm actually sitting on my, like it's a hill in the front of my yard. So I'm on an awkward, I'm in an awkward position. So I ask you guys to bear with me for this video. I think that I have some good lighting right now, so I definitely want to take advantage of it. And yeah, so let's get into the video. So I wanted to make this video because a lot of people contact me and just have questions in general about how much it's going to cost to start your hair business. And although I think that's that's definitely a really good question to ask, I feel like sometimes we forget about the reoccurring charges that don't go away, that are going to stick with us in business. And I think if I go over, this in a video, this will help us to better budget and to give us a better understanding of realistically some of the charges that we are going to have to pay even after the startup fees. And when I say startup fees, I mean a lot of people are like, okay, I bought my inventory, I have my website, I paid for marketing, I have some branding material, so that's that. And that's not that. You still are going to have to pay for different things to keep your business running and just to continue to keep your business successful. And so with that being said, the first thing that I'm going to go over is your website. So depending on who you go with for your website is going to determine your reoccurring charges, and depending how you sell. And I'm going to kind of go over that too. So with me, you guys, I use Shopify, which is no secret. I tell you guys all the time the benefits of using Shopify. And I tell you guys, I'm just trying to make sure that this isn't looking too strange. Just bear with me, guys. But I tell you all the time about the benefits of Shopify and the different apps that you can add to your store and the different SEO options that they have available. And I just love Shopify. I've tried GoDaddy. I've looked into other websites. People have come to me with Wix websites. Actually, my aunt was looking at creating a Wix website a couple weeks ago, and I had to show her the differences. And I'm not coming on here to bash any other e-commerce platform. That's not my style, but I am going to say which platform I'll support and the reasons why. So check out my channel. I have a lot of videos on Shopify as to why I do use Shopify even for my own personal business. But I can let you know that majority of the stores that I work with and the women that I work with, they do use, if they are using Shopify, they use the basic Shopify plan, which I use as well. It's $29 a month. If you're doing drop shipping, that's pretty much all you pay. But if you are doing where you're actually mailing out the hair for your customers, so like if you've bought hair in bulk or wholesale, you are going to have to take into consideration some additional fees. And I'll probably make a video going more in depth on those additional fees, but you're going to have to pay for things like shipping, if you have any additional apps on your website, and also the $29 fee each month to keep the basic website active. So that's what those are some of the things that you want to consider. You are going to have to continuously pay for your website. If it's through Shopify or, another e-commerce place that actually charges. I know there are some sites that are completely free, but you really want to do your homework and your research and see what the difference between those sites are. Why is this free? What am I not getting with this platform that I can get with this platform? You really want to take it serious, and you don't really want to cut too many corners when you're starting your hair business. I feel like, a lot of people tell you to look for the cheapest. And although I'm an advocate for saving money and I'm an advocate for being resourceful, I'm not going to always say look for the cheapest, because sometimes the cheapest is not the best. So I want you to look for not only the most cost effective, but the best platform that's going to work for you and your business. With that being said, also keep in mind your business phone. Now, not every company has a business phone. I do have a business phone. It's really not even a business phone. It's a business app. And I actually use GoDaddy for my business phone app. So you can go to GoDaddy.com, and they don't only offer just e-commerce platforms and websites, but they also offer different things like a business email, business phone. And I do have a business phone number through GoDaddy. I think it's about $9.99 a month. And I use it just because I want to stay in contact with my customers. And I want to be able to, if I don't get to my email, still have a way to contact them via phone. Primarily it's text message. So you want to make sure when you're looking for apps that you have an app or a phone that does both call and text. I use text more than call just because a lot of people throughout the day are at work on their lunch break, and by the time I get to contact them back, they're not able to answer, and we end up playing phone tag. So just to make sure that I use my time the most efficient way, I find that text messaging and email works tremendously, because you can just you can get to so many people, and it's not even like you're just talking to one person. Sometimes you can answer a question on a text message, and while you're waiting for that person to, you know, respond back to you, you can toggle over to your email and answer a few emails. So it's all about being as efficient as I possibly can. I'm not saying that you have to have a business phone, but like I said, that's another charge. That's not just a one-time fee, and you're done. It's something that you are going to have to continue to, you know, pay for, just like your phone, your regular phone service. So keep that in mind as well. Another thing that I want to point out is your PO boxes. Now for PO boxes, I believe you can purchase them a year up in advance, or you can pay quarterly. So for me, I pay quarterly. I pay every 3 months, and the PO box charge is going to depend on the size of box that you have, as well as, you know, how you're deciding to pay. I don't know if you can choose to pay monthly, but I really think that it's quarterly or every year. So you can look into that, but that's also going to be a recurring charge. And that's something that I recommend every business have, because you really don't want people coming to your home. I mean, even though you're working with people online, you really don't know everyone's intentions. And I'm not saying that people are just going to come to your house banging on the door for hair, but you never know. And I'm not saying that people, you know, will come to your home on anything crazy, but again, you never know. So you want to make sure that I just want to make sure that you're thinking safe. You know what I mean? Like you're thinking safe, and you're thinking professional, and you're thinking, okay, if someone has to send something back to me, or if I have to send something to someone, I want to make sure that there's a professional address, that they're not actually coming to my home directly. So that's another reoccurring charge. Another charge is your internet service. So, you know, a lot of people use the internet that they have on their phone for hotspots and things like that. My internet service is reliable on my phone sometimes, but it's not really all the time. And in order to run a business, you need reliable internet service. And I pay my internet provider, I think, is about like $48 a month for internet service. It sounds high, but I think that's a pretty good deal. So look into that as well, because internet service is definitely going to be your best friend. If you're an entrepreneur, I don't know. I can't speak for every business, but I know, like, I need internet. Like I have to have internet in order even to connect with you guys, in order to answer questions, in order for my phone app to work, in order for, you know, me to be able to send tracking numbers and print out labels, and pretty much everything is, you know, I use internet a good portion of the day, every day. So keep in mind, that's another recurring charge. And for me, like I said, it's about $48, $50 a month. Also, your branding material. So this is something that I think a lot of people don't consider as well. Even if you buy a lot of branding materials, so say you have like, you know, 500 hair bags, and you just started, and you have like 500 hair tags, and you have, you know, everything that you need, and you're like, okay, I'm set. This is that, check branding off the list. Keep in mind that, you know, the faster your business actually starts to get momentum and you start making sales, those bags are going to go faster than you expect. Like, they're going to just go. You're not even going to pay attention, because I don't want to say you're not going to pay attention, but I know for me, my first set of bags went a lot faster than I anticipated, because if you're someone that's really not making orders at first, and you have a brand new company, and you're like, okay, 500 will probably last me this whole year. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate your sales. I'm not going to say just go out and buy more than you actually need, but I'm saying that be ready and keep that in your budget, that you are going to have to purchase more branding material. It's not just a one-time, you know, thing and you're done. So keep that in mind, especially if you're doing like different pop-up shops and things like that. A lot of times, I don't know, but some people take their bags and their branding material to hand out to other people, just because a lot of times bags do have, like, I know my bags have my social media links on there, and it has my website and things like that. So you might put like some goodies about your business in your bags, and also like some samples. I'll go over what you need to put in your bag for a pop-up shop, or some ideas that you can use. But I'm just saying that sometimes the branding material actually goes a lot faster than you anticipate. So just keep in mind that that's going to be a recurring charge. Once you're out, you're going to need to purchase more. Also, ads. So when you're in a business, I made so many videos, and I'm going to keep making videos about how important advertising and marketing and promoting your business is. Even if you're making a good momentum, you don't want to forget that a lot of the momentum is made because of what you did in the past. When you're in business, period, you know, I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes when you start making orders and when things start becoming more consistent and you're like, okay, I can bet that this is how much I'm going to make each month, or this is how much I've been making for the past 6 months, at least this, or, you know, higher, but I haven't been, you know, below this number. So this is what I can say I typically make each month. When you start to really get comfortable with your business and it starts to speed up, and then sometimes you kind of lay back on some of the things that you used to do. And I'm not saying that you can't change things up, but I am saying that you want to make sure that you continue the momentum. So not getting too comfortable with the sales that you're making. Always, you know, think that there's more money out there. There's the potential for growth all the time. Even if I'm making past my goal this month, doesn't mean I'm going to do that next month. And even if I do it next month and next year, it doesn't mean that I can't set myself a higher goal. And so with that being said, you want to make sure that you're constantly advertising. So like I said before, it doesn't have to be the exact same ads that you're doing or the exact same, you know, platforms that you're going through to advertise, but you want to make sure that you're still getting your name out there, because I can tell you this, and I'll make a separate video just going into more detail like I do. But, you know, people that watch YouTube are not, sometimes they're not on Instagram. Sometimes people that are on Instagram are not on Twitter. Sometimes people that follow you on Twitter do not follow you on Facebook. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your mind conscious of that, and just remembering that you want to make sure your goal is to get your name and your brand and your business and what you stand for out to as many people as you possibly can. Even if you have a lot of customers, there's still more people that can use your service. So keep that in mind, that you are going to keep having to reinvest in advertising. And the price on advertising is going to vary based on what you're advertising, based on how long you're advertising, based on the campaign that you chose, so, and the platform that you're going to be using. So keep that in mind. Also, inventory and drop shipping memberships. So if you're someone that purchased here in bulk, or if you're someone that signed up for drop shipping, either way, there's still going to be reoccurring fees. So whether it be drop shipping, you pay the $50 membership every 3 months, so every quarter, or whether it be every time you sell out here, or when you get close to selling out here, you purchase more inventory. So whatever that may be, it's going to look different for everyone depending on where you're buying your hair from. Different companies have different wholesale minimum requirements, and they have different prices. So if you're buying in bulk, then that reoccurring charge is going to be different for everyone depending on who you go through. Same with drop shipping, depending on what drop shipping service you decide to go with. If you guys don't know, I do offer drop shipping. The link is always at the bottom in my description. So if you want to click that link and find out more about my services, feel free to do so. But drop shipping is different depending on what company you go through. Some companies charge a one-time fee to get started, and then they charge their recurring charge. So for example, you'll pay like $200 for some companies to get started with drop shipping, and then you'll pay like $30 a month, or you'll pay like $60 a month, depending on whatever they charge. But keep that in mind as well, that you are going to have to reinvest in inventory too. It's not like you just buy inventory or you just sign up for drop shipping and that's the end. You know, you have to continuously stay in your membership or continuously purchase inventory, whatever way you decided to go with your business, or both. I know some people that do both as well. And then the last thing that I kind of want to cover before this video is just way too long is your shipping cost. I kind of went over that a little bit in the beginning of the video when I talked about Shopify and some of the extra charges that could be associated if you are sending out the hair by yourself, such as the shipping costs and different apps and things like that. Now, I do want to put this out there that Shopify does have some really good free apps that I use, and I'll make a video on that too. So make sure that you are subscribed and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, because I go over a lot of good information if you are looking to start your business, and if you are looking to create a website, or if you do have a website and you're needing some tips. So just a side note, make sure that you are subscribed now. But shipping costs, even if you don't use Shopify, if you use someplace else, you're still going to have to pay to send out your hair, whether you go through USPS, the post office, whether you go through UPS, FedEx, you're still going to have to pay for shipping. So keep that in mind, you guys. I know some people offer free shipping, and if you do offer free shipping, then you have to, be conscious that your shipping fee is going to come out of your profit. So if you're, selling hair for this amount and you only made a, $10 profit, you have to keep in mind that shipping is going to be, depending on where you're shipping it from and depending on how you're shipping it, but it's going to be around that $10. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the shipping fees in your area. You want to make sure that you're deciding, am I going to charge for a signature signature? Am I not? Because the post office is going to charge you for a signature confirmation. Are you going to put insurance on your packages? If so, how much insurance? You know, just different things like that. And I will go into depth in another video, but I just really wanted to focus on the recurring charges that you may experience if you are opening or operating a hair business. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, like always, please be sure to leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.